Hello everyone, this is Betty with Betty Stampin' Crazy, and I have another card video for you today. I got this one, getting this one up a little bit late because I kind of got stumped on what to do, and I saw this little stamp set and I thought, I'm going to make one of those. Let me show you the stamp set. It's actually a hostess stamp set, and it's called Love You Lots, and it's got this little frog, it's got the elephant and the mouse, and oh, I can't remember what you call those. I don't remember. And then I have the little ladybugs right here. I like the ladybugs, but I wanted to do something with the frog. I like frogs. Okay, so on this I'm going to be using the frog and the Love You Lots, because I kind of wanted to stick with the same stamp set. Like I said, this is a hostess stamp set, and in order to get this, you need to spend at least $150 because it is a hostess item. This, of course, I'm going to use the timeless textures, but the only thing I'm using is this little image right here, just to stamp underneath him to give him just a little bit of extra pop. Now the colors that I'm going to be using, okay, are, oh, I forgot to tell you, I am using the Sunshine Wishes dies, and the only thing I'm using out of it is just this little bitty, it looks, I don't know if it's supposed to be a flower or butterfly, but I'm using it for a butterfly. Let me pull that out. It is 141489 in the catalog, and this does come with a bundle with the I'm not sure which one right now. I'll put it up on the screen when I edit this so that you'll know what the bundle is, and you can save 10% if you buy them together. Okay, the only other thing I'm using for the circle to cut out the little frog is our layering circle framelits, and I am using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one out, just the plain one. Also, I'm going to be using, let me grab it here, the Petal Burst embossing folder, and that is 141493 in the catalog, and that's just to give some texture to this. Also, this background paper that I'm using comes from the Serene Scenery, and this has two sides. Of course, you know, you get several papers. Some of them have, one side has kind of like a picture effect on them, just like this. I like these, and I will be using some of these later. But you have leaves and, let's see, wood. I like this one. And there's also one back here. I hope you can see all these. Yeah. This looks kind of like a basket weave. And let's see, floor, looks like flooring. Kind of like parquet flooring, I guess. But on the other side, you know, you just have a little design. This one looks like the ocean and the sand to me. Excuse me. And I think you get 4 of each design. Oh, I like this one. It looks like a textured fabric weave. Burlap or something like that. Then you have the sky. Looks like the sky. Oh, and it's got a little bit different pattern on this side from the one I'm using. We've got grasses, wheats, look like wheats kind of. And like I said, you get 4 of each. The one I'm using today is, I'm using the background from, it looks like the circles of a kind of a bokeh effect. And I just wanted the plain on the other side. I am sorry about the coughing. Okay. My pieces that I'm going to be using, these are scrap pieces. This one's for the little butterfly, and that's Daffodil Delight, and then your Whisper White for your sentiment and your little frog to cut out, and these are just scraps. And then I have, as far as the cardstock, it's going to be Wild Wasabi. Everything else that I'm using, like the inks and everything, is going to be Old Olive. But this piece right here is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, And then our designer paper is 5 1/4 by 4. And then our base of our cardstock is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Let me get these out of the way. And let's see, I'm also going to be using the enamel shapes, and I just used a little heart, and these are also in the Old Olive. I am going to be using a blender pen for the frog, and I will give you a warning on how to do that because I screwed up on it on my first try. But my stamp pads are going to be Old Olive and Basic Black. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and I don't know what I've got in my throat, it's driving me crazy. I'm going to use the Basic Black, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp out my frog. I'm just going to stamp him right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean this because it is archival ink, and it's permanent. So I always go ahead, when I use that ink, I go ahead and clean them to go ahead and get the biggest part of it off. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Lots of Love, but I'm going to go to the other side to do that just to be on the safe side. Or Love You Lots, that's what it is. And I'll see if I can do this without getting the top of it. There you go. Same thing with this one. Go ahead and clean it. And I know I've showed you this before. We do have the good stamp cleaners that's got the wet side and the dry side, and you just spray it with our cleaner, clean off your stamp on this side, and dry it off on this side. Okay, let's get back to our little frog. And what I did with him, through with this, I need the Old Olive now. And before I forget, I'm going to show you what I did. Since I am using this, I don't know if you can tell or not. Let me get it up here where you can see it. You may not, yeah, there it is a little bit. I rubbed a little bit too much here, and since this is just the plain Whisper White cardstock, if you rub it too much, it starts beading up, so I screwed up on that one. I want to go ahead and kind of make my grass underneath him in the Old Olive. Go ahead and put that under him. There we go. That I didn't really need clean, but I did it anyway. Okay, and on this, to go ahead and color him in, I just take and, just like everybody showed you before, just squeeze it in the middle, open it up, and I get my ink right here. And let's see, this is the end I used. And make sure you get enough ink on it, because if you don't, that's where I got into my trouble. And just start coloring them in. And come out as you do so that the color will come on out with you. And I'm not a colorer, believe me. I'm not good at the bigger areas like this. So my frog comes out looking funny, but I think he's cute. Just kind of color it in a little bit. I have darker spots than others. I'm sure a lot of you out there know how to color better than I do. Okay. We'll get him colored in here. I think this, for some reason, this seems like it takes me longer than anything. And I'm trying to rush here. Come back up there. Oops, I missed a spot right there. Like I said, I'm not staying in the lines real good, but because I'm trying to rush here and get him colored, that's good enough. Like I said, you take your time and you can do a better job. Let's go ahead and close this up. And I just got ink on me. Alright, now on this, Ah, what did I do with my punch? Uh-oh. I've lost my, here it is. Way down here. Okay. And I put this over to the side just a little bit so that I could put my heart on the other side. Punch that out. And this is the classic label. I don't have the number right now. Ugh, man, these things sometimes, my hands just don't work right sometimes on these. Okay, then I'm going to bring the Big Shot over here. And I do have the, what is it called? Oh, I'm getting myself situated here, I promise. Okay, I have the magnetic plate, and then I have one clear plate down. And I'm going to bring him down to where he's kind of in the middle, but his head's right at the top so that I can get as much of this grass as I can. Here's the other plate. Run that through. Okay. Then we're going to come back through. And I need to clean my plates, I think. There's him. And then I'm going to do my little... I am so unorganized this morning. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Right on top of my cardstock. And I think I'm going to put it over here in this little area so that I don't waste so much. My plate. Since I am running late, I'm kind of trying to get in a hurry, I guess. Okay. Go ahead and pull that out. And I'm just going to use the bottom part of the Big Shot platform. It does have another setup that goes up here. And we're going to use our 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Open this up. My petal burst. Oops, let's put it this way. Nope, I want it this way. Because I want petals coming out a certain direction. Okay, and we're going to put my flat plate down. Put this down. You're seeing me in a rush, and I try not to do that. Okay. Now I think I'm finished with my Big Shot. Over here. I work on my dining room cabinets, so I have plenty of room, but yet I always wind up in this one little area with everything around me. I don't want to lose you. Go ahead and poke this out right quick. I could use the brush, but I don't want to go get it. Come on. Okay, see, that looks like a little butterfly, doesn't it? Okay. Now, let's start putting our card together. I'm sorry about this. Okay, we're going to use our 5 1/4 by 4 piece, and we're going to go ahead and put it on our base. Uh-oh. And for this, all I'm going to use is the snail. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut some shapes out of the middle of this so you weren't wasting it all, but for time's sake, I'm just going to do this. Get that centered. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with this, and what I want to do is I'm going to use my fast fuse on this because it is textured, and I am going to put it on all 4 corners since it is textured, or 4 sides, and then just maybe a little bit in the middle just to hold it. Okay, I think this embossing folder is really cute. Okay, that looks close enough to me. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with my dots, dimensionals. And I'm going to put 4 on here because I noticed a while ago that the other one looked like it was curving on me, so I am going to go ahead and use the 4. Okay, and I'm just going to put him down at the bottom. I know, I'm silly. I need this. I like it so I can see, so I can tell what I'm doing. And my fingers aren't all in the way. And then for this, I'm going to use the edge, and I have some here. Get my scissors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my shape on it. Okay, here I need this again. And I'm just using a little heart and kind of putting it at an angle. Pull this off and just kind of set it right above him, kind of off to the side a little bit. And then here goes my little butterfly. And I bent him up just a tad, just to give it a little dimension. And let's go. Oh. I love my Tombow glue, but it drives me crazy sometimes when I'm trying to use it the first time. Okay. Just stick that down there. Just kind of give it time to adhere real good. Alright, now I'm just going to fold this. Of course, you can put, when I'm showing cards, I don't put anything usually on the inside. But you know what I think I'm going to do? And I didn't do it with my sample, but I am going to do it with this one. I am just going to take my basic black, and I'm going to put, now you could put a piece of white in here if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to put me a little frog down here, just like that. And then you could come back with any little sentiment you wanted in here. But that's my card for the day. Let me go ahead and clean this like I said. I don't like leaving that on there if I can keep from it. And let me move all my junk out of the way so you can see it. And here's the one I made earlier. And here's this one. See how simple that is? I could, like I said, I could have come back in and colored him a little bit better, but I was in a hurry. But here's my card. Love you lots, and I hope you continue to enjoy my videos, and thank you to everyone that ordered from me in July, and remember to use your coupon codes. My online store link will be in the bottom, as well as my blog link, so just go over and take a look. Like I said, this is a hostess set, and we have so many bundles going on, it wouldn't take you very long, believe me. Or just get a bunch of friends together and say, hey, I want to place an order, do you want to order with me? Soon the catalog, the holiday catalog, will be out around the 1st or 2nd of September for the public to see. And there is a catalog picture on my blog, but there is no link to it yet because we are not allowed to do that yet. So when the catalog is available to you, I will put a link to it, and you can just click on that catalog and go on over to my online store and take a look at the PDF file. And anyway, this is Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy. Thank you.